Alright, so our final tutorial for level number 1 is going to involve the finish line, which is right over here. The finish line is how we complete the level when we get all the way through without getting hit by the blue obstacles, and now we make it to the end. Right? So this isn't coded to move on to level 2, but at that point we would move on to level 2, and we have to code in what happens at that point. So if we go here to where we left off, we have this. So we're going to make a new sprite over here and call it finish line. Now, there's a number of different ways you could do this, but I'm going to do it with a sprite that when our player is touching, we're going to move on to the next level. So we will go in here and we will make a new sprite. I could spend some time making this as perfect or aesthetically pleasing as you want it to be, but overall we just need to have some point over here, and we're going to say we're going to call this the finish line, and this is for L1, so our finish line for L1, and we'll say when our player is touching the finish line for L1, that's when we're going to want to end level 1 and start level 2. So we will say here, this is going to start when I receive start L1. We will say forever. If we're touching this sprite, then we'll do some broadcasts. So let's see here. We would want to, if we're touching finish line L1, and we'll go to our broadcasts. So that's where we end level 1 and start level 2. Right? If we had start level 2 on here. You know what? We can actually just make the, we'll make the message in here now. Alright, so there we go. So obviously level 2 isn't really coded to do anything right now, but if we make it all the way through this thing right now, this should end level 1 and hide a lot of our sprites, which it does. Alright, so that's perfect. Something else we can put on here as well. I forgot to put on here that when this is touched, it's going to end level 1, but part of end level 1 is this sprite being hidden. So it actually hides itself by it triggers hiding itself. All right, and then we're also going to want to have this thing show up when we receive start level 1. All right, so start level 1 show, end level 1 hide. All right, and I guess we can test that out now if we want to. Which it does.